Stephen Davis, Dudley Panthers coach, getting ready to go in the scrimmage in just a few minutes. Talk about the Dudley Panthers team. How this preseason's gone for you so far?
It's going good. You know, one thing about we've been injury free. That's a good thing, and guys showing up every day working hard, and hopefully we can get this thing together.
Got a lot of options this year too, don't you? As far as your quarterback Atmore, you've got a lot of guys to choose from.
Yes, we do. You know, got a lot of returning guys, and those guys are still juniors, so that's a good thing for him. You know, I told him the other day, you can throw a 5-yard pass, it might go for 80, but in the paper it's going to say 80-yard TD pass.
Absolutely. And you look at those athletes on this team right now. How do you go about using all those guys? Do you change the offense from last year, or go with the same offense and just kind of fine-tune it? Yeah,
that's all. Just fine-tune it. Coach is doing a great job with the offense, and he's got more weapons than I guess the law allows right now, but I think he'll get it done. You know, he's very smart on that offense, so he'll get it done.
And you look among those receiving choices, quite a few college prospects among those guys, and quite a few of those guys are D1 prospects.
They are, and we're looking for big things out of them. And again, we told Atmore, you know, don't try to win the game. You know, just get it to those guys and let them do work.
What about from the running back position this year? As far as running back goes, you've got all those options on the wideouts and on the inside slots. What about the running backs? How strong are they set for you right now?
You know, we got two little short running backs, but they're real good. You know, they might be 5'7", both of them might be 5'7", but they're real good. So, you know, we're not missing a beat at running back.
One of those guys is LJ Southern, isn't he?
Exactly, LJ, and then we got what's the other name? LB, something like that. We got a lot of LB, LJs, and all that.
CJ also.
Yeah, exactly.
All these guys.
So,
yeah, CJ.
Yeah, we got some guys.
Yeah, you've got some guys. And what about back to those guys that are coming for you on the wideout positions? Are those guys also looking to play defense for you also?
Yeah. You got. I'm kind of stuck with
probably go Blackwell and Neely on defense for sure.
Yeah, got Blackwell. Neely's not starting on defense, but we got Nasir.
Yep.
He's going to start on defense.
What about Bartley?
And Bartley will start on defense, exactly. So those guys will be back, and they'll be two-way guys for us. But, you know, we got some guys backing them up to be able to give them a break when needed.
I guess the most important thing for Dudley or any football team out there, you've got to put the best guys on the field you can at all times to win all these important games.
Oh, yeah, and, you know, our non-conference is pretty tough. We opened up with Page here and, you know, got Southeast and then Hillside. You know, 2 out of 3 beat us last year, so we definitely got to get the best on the field. So
you're definitely looking forward to that trip down to Hillside, I'm sure, for this season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Could be a fun rematch with you guys and the Hornets, and you mentioned Southeast Guilford. Growing team there, developing, building, and Page High School also in that same building also.
Exactly. And those guys look pretty good right here, right now.
Yep, look good for the running back spot. Notice the running back, Maurice Andrews, carrying the ball pretty well so far for the Page Pirates. What about Dudley Panthers as far as the defense goes? Mentioned some of those guys on the offense that play the defense also. How about your other defenders? I know Coach Anders has got those guys primed and ready to go.
Yeah, and, you know, we lost 3 out of 4 on the D-line, so those guys have been coming and working hard. So, you know, we'll be able to tell a little more after the day and definitely after next week.
There's never been a time, I don't think, we hadn't had a very good Dudley defensive line. Sometimes you bring some offensive guys over to play a little defense also, but the linemen, there's never been a scarcity, I would say, of Dudley big D linemen. Right,
and hopefully we'll follow suit this year. Again, Coach Johnson does a great job with those guys, so I'm looking forward to big things out of them this season.
Who are the leaders that are stepping up on defense for you right now?
Well, believe it or not, we still got Atmore. Not Atmore, but Bartley and Nasir. You know, those guys returning starters, so we definitely look for big things out of them.
And those guys in the defensive backfield?
Exactly.
Yeah. What about for linebacker this year? Because linebackers usually a kind of a core thing for you across the middle. A lot of tough linebackers, a lot of guys are stepping up to those big linemen, give them a chance to make some tackles.
Yeah, well, Latrell Wilson will be leading the way. He's a senior. You know, he's balled his time in. So we're looking for big things out of him. I actually coached his dad here when I first got here, Paul Wilson. So Latrell will be our leader on the defensive linebacker this year.
What about the coaching staff? Has it changed much at all? Because it seems like you got a lot of the same coaches back again this year.
Yeah, we got the exact same staff we had last year.
Well, you can't beat that, can you?
That's it.
High school football, to keep that same staff you had the year before, that says a whole lot for the team.
Yes, sir, that's it.
There's still some sting, still some soreness, still maybe no more bruises. I'm sure all those bruises are healed up, but still some bites left in the body from that last game you played here at Dudley last year. So first game out this year, I'm sure you guys have a lot of time to make up for it. You're thinking about going back and reestablishing everything from scratch and building back after that loss last year.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You know, we got to get back to playing Dudley football and, you know, mistake-free football. You know, that cost us last year in that game, and hopefully we can, you know, take those mistakes and make them better this year.
As a head coach, talk about your approach to the game right now, because you got a very good leader on offense, Antonio Hall, good leader on defense, and Coach Brandon Anderson. As a head coach, how do you run that show? Do you just turn those guys loose, let them do their thing, or you jump in and get a little involved also on both sides of the ball?
Yes, I do, but, for the most part, those guys do a great job, and I jump in, as I see fit. As long as things is running well, I don't mess with them because they do a great job of coaching throughout the week.
So what are your expectations for this Dudley team this year?
We trying to get back to the ship. That's it. We're trying to get back.
And you think about Dudley as far as the season goes, you always want to see an extended Dudley season. And for a lot of the Dudley fans, the Dudley alumni, the Dudley supporters from Dudley, it's not going to be a successful Dudley season unless you guys win a state championship, because you kind of put that on your back. But that's a good thing to have, too, because that's a good target to have, to be considered to be state champions.
Exactly. And we don't want anything less.
And you look at that, the guys been here in the past. You've had a good core group over the years, and a good core group this year. When you talk to Atmore, from a leadership standpoint, what do you tell Atmore as far as trying to be a leader of this team? I know he can be. I've seen and talked to him, so he can step up and be that leader. What do you tell him when he goes on the field?
Well, I tell him, you're the quarterback, so we expect for you to be the leader. And just take the reins and run with it. Don't be afraid to do it. And I think, last year coming in his first year, he was kind of hesitant. But this year, I think he's taking a step towards being the leader we want him to be.
Coach, appreciate your time as always. Look forward to the first game next Friday here at home against Page. And keep up the good work with the Dudley Panthers. Always good to talk to Coach Stephen Davis. Hope your son Deuce is doing good over at NCA&T.
Hey, appreciate you.
Thank you, Coach.